Welcome to Guns, Gear, and Guns with Gary Gunderson. I am Gary Gunderson. The Call of Duty Vanguard multiplayer trailer was recently released, and after the complete mess of a Sten gun in the launch trailer, just look at that thing. FYI, normal Sten gun fires from an open bolt, but this one just has the action move back and forth as if it's a closed bolt, even though the bolt never goes past the ejection port in the animation, or, eject anything. Given that, there was a little bit of hesitance among hardcore fans about how the multiplayer would look, and boy, it's like a bubba-fied nightmare landscape.
Wrong and terribly wrong!
The action itself in the trailer is fine. It does look fun, and I am a fan of the Call of Duty franchise, having played almost every entry. But you can take this nonsense too far, and I think it's just... is that Dame Judi Dench? Full disclosure, the stuff I'm going to mention is definitely nitpicky, like full-on adjust your glasses saying actually level. But just look at the casings the STG-44 is ejecting here. Am I supposed to believe that's 8mm Kurtz? Because it sure doesn't look like it. Here is an 8mm Kurtz round, which the STG-44 was chambered in, next to an 8mm Mauser cartridge. There's quite a difference. These cases in the animation look as long as the full Kurtz round. They must have mauled it after the 8mm Mauser because they saw, oh yes, this is chambered in 8mm, and didn't give it a second thought or closer look. And grab your vomit bag, everyone, because it gets worse for the Sturmgewehr from here, as they showcase what they call next level customization. And if I saw an actual STG-44 in these configurations, I would probably either cringe or just laugh, because some of these, the firearm wouldn't work. I don't know how familiar you are with the STG-44, but they have a buffer tube built into the stock, kind of like an AR, and instead you have no stock or a folding wire stock in some of these, which kind of means the bolt won't cycle. Just what are you doing, guys? I know you want to look cool, but this doesn't make any sense. Then they're just rechambering the rifle, I guess. Real magazines have curves, and these are just straight-walled like they're chambered in 5.7 or some other pistol cartridge. The curves that are normally present are due to the taper of the casing. They didn't do that for fun. And then the drum mag. Yeesh. Look, I know you want to make things look cool, but if you're going to go back and do historical games, be historical, leave the infinite advanced future warfare nonsense out of it. And don't get me started on the sights. I mean, you've got red dots and all kinds of nonsense that clearly weren't a thing for many years to come. And look, I know most rifles were bolt action at the time, and that's kind of boring to a modern gaming sensibility, but you can still do experimental models, actual field modifications, or combat repairs to customize the look without completely destroying these things and making it a joke.
Look how they massacred my boy.
I mean, remember when Call of Duty used to display historical quotes between deaths? When it seemed like they cared about actual history? It was still over-the-top action and kind of beyond belief, but they at least paid lip service to the fact that the history mattered. Now you have a pre-order that looks like a rifle mated with the Air Force and came out with an absolute monstrosity not fit for this world. What is this thing? And look, I know this isn't the first one of these to just blatantly customize historical weapons into nonsense. I played Call of Duty World War II, and let me tell you, the red dot sights and all that bothered me then, but this is just many more times egregious. And this coming from someone who wrote a detailed explanation in the Call of Duty World War II beta that when the PPS-H41 was configured for stick mags that had a PPS-43 magwell and magazine. These are clearly different. They are not the same. They look different. The magazine wells are different. One is double feed, one is single feed. See? And it doesn't work this way either. It just doesn't work. It's even weirder and almost makes it worse that they had the proper magwell for the PPS-H when you had it set up for a drum mag. Anyways, the customization to make it look cool is decidedly unimpressive. If it's anything like the last Black Ops, the customization to add a drum mag would just add a few more rounds or something equally ridiculous. There is no actual thought behind how the changes alter the stats on the firearm, which makes it even worse. My greatest fear is this is the kind of thing that will help birth the next generation of bubbas that want to duplicate their in-game loadout by sacrificing a legitimate historical weapon, cutting down the barrel or the stock or some other nonsense that will make it practically worthless. If you want to make a weird fantasy history, I guess go ahead and do that, because there's only so far you can go before I'm just going to skip the entry entirely. That Battlefield 2042 also looks nonsensical, but in a less egregious way from what I've seen. Anyways, which abomination of a configuration was your favorite? The folding stock? No stock? This weird aircraft gun thing? Leave it in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thanks for watching.